Yo guys, so I didn't even know this, and I have to give a big shout out to Blips, one of my subscribers who pointed this out to me, so thank you, bro. But you can modulate stuff in Serum using the oscillators as well. Like, you can use the oscillator to modulate something else, which is cool. I'm not sure yet exactly what the best way is to use this technique, but I've done something here, for example. I've used the oscillator A here to create this movement, right? And if I change the pitch of the sine wave, that's going to change the speed of my movement as well, which is cool. So what I've done is I've basically used an oscillator, turned off the level, and just used it to route to some things. So I just dragged the oscillator A section here. I put it on the level of some white noise. So I can modulate the sort of give some movement into the white noise using the oscillator. I did the same thing. I dragged the oscillator onto the cutoff of a filter as well here, of a notch filter. So together, moving the noise with the notch in line with this this oscillator here. We could then use that to sort of create a rhythm, right, for a bass sound, you know. So that's obviously not the nicest speed yet, but if we play around with our oscillator speed here, so that, for example, was quite a nice one. So nice way to toy around with getting some movement instead of using an LFO. There's probably a lot of other cool ways that we can use this going forward, and I'm yet to discover them, but that's just one demonstration of how it works. So once I've done that, you know, it's very simple to make this bass sound a little bit more powerful. We can add some things in like distortion, using the low-high splitter, maybe the diode mode, which is quite good for the high end, and we could also try and modulate that using the oscillator, right? We'll turn the noise down a bit here because it's getting a bit aggressive now with the distortion. But if we put on, for example, I wonder if we can actually map the oscillator. I'm sure we can. Yeah, look, we're still grabbing oscillator A, and it's allowing us to go over to the effects while we're still holding it down, and then we can put that, for example, on the distortion mix. That's cool. We could try and put it on the low-high split amount here, the cutoff. That's dope. Let's try it on a few things like some chorus and flanging, because we need to give a bit of spread to this sound. Let's try and put it on the FX sweep here, the low-pass filter. And also, we could try and put it on the mix of the chorus as well. That sounds nice. Maybe we could track it to the pitch of the noise as well. Also to the low pass filter position on this kind of folded triangle wave I've got here. Alright, and we'll just finish it up with like a bit of flanging and reverb. A touch of reverb as well. Maybe we'll use the convolver on this one. I think it needs to be all beefed up a bit. this digital gated is quite nice sometimes. And then perhaps a touch of normal reverb as well. And even a little bit of EQing just to finish it up. Bit of a high shelf boost there, you know? And then perhaps we could toy with the speed a little bit as well. Perhaps we could, I don't know if this is really going to work, but put oscillator B. Use oscillator B onto the fine tuning and the pitch of oscillator A. That's kind of giving us still a consistent rhythm, you know. You can hear my mix down is a little bit distorting because the kick drum's just a bit too powerful for this bass. You know, when you have them together, it's all a bit too overwhelming for the low end. So I can quickly, just to make this video sound a bit better, yeah, put a cheeky little sidechain going on here. I don't think there's any harm in quickly doing that with you guys. It's quite nice to see. Yeah, see that the sidechain is sort of how I like to do it as well, which is kind of just like this, you know. So that's kind of good enough for now. And if we just go back to our bass then, and perhaps we can use a little LFO on this octave here with a bit of a slower rate. We could have a little fast part like this if I make the amount a bit less as well. Then we could have a little shuffle in the groove as well. So isn't that cool though? I'll stop the video there because I just wanted to, yeah, just say big ups to Blips for pointing this out, and just to show you guys, yeah, the basically the technique, you know, using an oscillator as a modulation source, which is really cool. Something I didn't know that you could do in Serum too, which is awesome. So thank you. Big ups for watching this video. Much respect to everyone on the channel. I'll quickly remind you before I go as well, if you guys ever want any lessons, book in with me via the links down below. You know, I struggle to get through this last part. Sometimes I've said it so much that my brain sort of starts to make more mistakes. So using my words, lessons. If you want mixing and mastering, hit me up via email as well, info@artifactmusic.com. If you want presets, I've got Serum, Vital, Faceplant and Current presets on my website. Loads of high quality sounds there. And come along and join us on Patreon. We've got a great community, a great Discord chat as well. All right, that's it from me today. More from me very soon. Ciao for now. Much love.